Some stories never end. They simply wait for someone to listen again. Tonight, we lift the veil of time and search for the library that never burned, but instead fell asleep beneath the sea. The night was quiet over the ancient city of Alexandria. Waves whispered against the harbor walls, and the scent of salt and burning oil drifted through the warm air. But deep within the heart of the city, a great building still breathed. The Library of Alexandria. Its marble pillars rose like white ghosts in the candlelight, and every shelf shimmered with the wisdom of forgotten worlds. Scrolls from Egypt, Greece, Babylon, India. Every piece of knowledge mankind had ever dreamed of rested here, in silence. A young scholar named Arion sat beneath a bronze lamp. His ink-stained fingers trembled as he copied ancient words that spoke of the stars, the soul, and the secrets of the gods. Outside, the wind sighed. Inside, 1,000 candles flickered. Arion whispered to himself, "Can knowledge truly outlive the hands that write it?" A sudden knock broke the silence. An old man entered, robes dark, eyes burning with urgency. "Arion," he said softly, "you must help me save the light." Arion looked confused. "Save it? From what?" The old man opened a small box. Inside lay a golden scroll, its surface etched with strange hieroglyphs. "This," he said, "is the scroll of Ra. It holds the knowledge of the sun, power that can create or destroy." Arion's voice trembled. "If it falls into the wrong hands?" The old man closed the box slowly. "Then Alexandria will burn." For a moment, neither spoke. Only the sound of the sea and the faint crackle of fire from distant torches. Then came screams from the harbor. Shouts. The sound of chaos spreading like wildfire. The old man's hand gripped Arion's shoulder. "Go," he said. "Take the scroll. Keep it hidden. Even if the world must forget this place." Arion ran. Through halls of smoke and falling embers. Past statues of philosophers and kings. The marble floor shook beneath his feet. Behind him, the Library of Alexandria, the heart of human wisdom, was swallowed by flame. The old man stayed behind, watching the fire climb the walls like living serpents. He whispered, "Let knowledge sleep until the world is ready to dream again." And as the night burned red, the first empire of wisdom fell to ashes. Days passed. Then weeks. The once mighty library was nothing more than blackened stone and drifting smoke. The sea wind carried the smell of burnt papyrus across the city. A scent of loss, of silence, of something sacred now gone. But not everything had perished. Far below the ruins, in chambers forgotten by time, Arion still lived. He had escaped the flames, clutching the golden scroll of Ra to his chest. The tunnels were cold, carved from stone centuries ago by Egyptian priests. He lit a small lamp. Its trembling light revealed walls covered in symbols. Drawings of stars, suns, and strange winged beings. It was as if he had stepped into the memory of the gods themselves. He whispered, "This is where they hid the first words of the world." Each night, as Alexandria mourned above, Arion studied the scroll in secret. The language shifted before his eyes, as though alive. Hieroglyphs bending, reshaping, speaking. He read of Ra, the god of the sun, who forged light from chaos and warned mankind. Whoever seeks the sun's secret must walk through darkness first. One night, the old man appeared again, or perhaps it was only a vision. His robes moved like smoke, his voice low and echoing. Arion, the scroll was never meant for one man. Arion bowed his head. I only wish to preserve it, to protect the light. The ghost smiled faintly. Then let it rest, as all light must rest. Hide it deep. Let the fire of knowledge sleep beneath the ashes of time. When morning came, Arion sealed the golden scroll inside a stone chamber. Beneath layers of sand and salt water, he carved into the wall a single phrase. Knowledge is eternal, but man forgets. Centuries would pass. Empires would rise and fall. And the sands of Egypt would shift again, burying the last secret of the world's greatest library. Above the ruins, the sea whispered like memory. Below, in the endless dark, the scroll of Ra glowed softly, waiting for the day it would be found again. Almost 2,000 years later, the sea still whispered to the shores of Egypt. The ruins of old Alexandria had been swallowed by time, buried beneath markets, mosques, and marble courtyards. But on quiet nights, when the waves struck the rocks just right, locals said they could still hear faint voices, like pages turning beneath the sea. One man listened. His name was Dr. Cyrus Hale, a historian from Oxford who had spent his life chasing myths. He had read every surviving record of the library. Scrolls, translations, even the letters of the conquerors who destroyed it. But one fragment had haunted him for years. A line carved into stone, found beneath the ancient harbor. It read, "Knowledge is eternal, but man forgets." Every night, Cyrus dreamed of fire, and of a young man running through smoke. A vision he couldn't explain. So he came to Alexandria. He walked the old shoreline, where fishermen mended their nets and gulls screamed above. He could feel it. Something alive beneath his feet, as if the ground itself remembered. Late one evening, while diving near the ruins of the ancient lighthouse, his flashlight caught something that wasn't stone. It was smooth carved with symbols like suns and eyes. He cleared the sand, and his pulse quickened. It was a sealed chamber door, hidden under coral and rock. He surfaced, gasping, the taste of salt sharp on his tongue. He had found something the world forgot. Weeks later, with his small team of divers, they carefully broke through the chamber's entrance. A dark corridor opened, lined with pillars covered in hieroglyphs, but not like those of any known dynasty. These spoke of a god imprisoned in light. Inside, he found something wrapped in gold leaf, untouched by water or time. A scroll. Its edges shimmered faintly even in the dim light. Dr. Hale trembled. He whispered, "This can't be real." But as his fingers brushed the surface, a warmth pulsed beneath his skin. Images flashed before his eyes. A burning library, a man shouting, a golden scroll hidden beneath the earth. Then, a voice. It was neither male nor female, ancient yet alive. "You have heard the sea. Now, will you hear the truth?" Cyrus dropped the scroll, his lamp shaking in his hand. The walls began to hum. A deep, resonant sound like the heartbeat of the earth. One of the divers called out, but his voice was swallowed by the vibration. Light poured from the cracks in the walls, and the air turned golden. For a moment, Cyrus felt he was standing in two times. One burning, one drowned. He looked down, and the scroll was gone. Only sand remained. But deep in his chest, something was glowing. For days, Dr. Cyrus Hale could not sleep. every time he closed his eyes, he saw flashes of fire, heard whispers in an ancient tongue, and felt the heavy beat of unseen wings. He was back in his hotel by the harbor, but the sea outside his window no longer sounded the same. It hummed softly, rhythmically, like a heartbeat echoing through time. He pressed a hand against his chest, and the warmth was still there, faint, pulsing, as if something inside him had awakened. That night, he recorded his thoughts. It wasn't a dream. The scroll, it vanished before my eyes. But the voice, it spoke to me. It said, "You have heard the sea. Now hear the truth." What truth? He spent the following days searching the ruins again. Each dive felt heavier, the water colder, the shadows deeper. And then, one evening, as the sun fell behind the city, he saw light beneath the water. Not reflection, not fire. Something glowing deep below the seabed. He dove alone, down past the coral, past the ruins of fallen columns and cracked stone lions. The deeper he went, the warmer the water became, until it felt like the sea itself was alive. Then he saw it. A ring of golden symbols swirling like fire beneath the sand, forming a circle around a single black stone. He reached out, and the moment his hand touched it, the ocean vanished. He stood on dry ground, beneath a red sky. Before him stretched the great library of Alexandria, whole and burning with light. Not destruction, but radiance. Figures moved among the columns. Hooded scholars, carrying scrolls that glowed in their hands. In the center stood Arion, the young scribe from 2,000 years before. Cyrus stepped forward. "Who are you?" he whispered. Arion looked up. His eyes were like molten gold. "I am the keeper of what was never destroyed," he said. "You found what was buried, but you awoke what was waiting." Cyrus frowned. "I only wanted to understand the past." "The past does not want to be understood," Arion replied. "It wants to be remembered." The air shimmered. Scrolls lifted from the ground, their words floating like embers. "Knowledge is light," Arion said. "But every light casts a shadow. The question is, which one will you follow?" Cyrus felt heat rising around him. The fire consuming the walls, the floor, the air. He screamed, and the vision broke apart like glass. He was underwater again, his lungs burning, his heart pounding. The black stone he had touched was gone. In its place, a circle of glowing symbols pulsed like living fire. He rose to the surface, gasping, and when he reached the boat, his team saw the look in his eyes, a strange, golden reflection. That night, Cyrus wrote one last note in his journal. The library still lives, and I think it remembers me. The morning sun rose pale over Alexandria, and the sea was quiet, too quiet. Dr. Cyrus Hale stood on the balcony of his hotel, his journal open to the last page, the ink from his final words still wet. He had not slept. Every hour, the hum from the sea grew louder, vibrating through the walls, through his bones, as if the ocean itself was breathing. He turned on the recorder. Day 49. The symbols from the dive site are spreading. They appeared on my skin this morning. They move slowly, like they're alive. I can't tell if it's infection or something else. He touched the faint golden lines that traced his wrist. They glowed softly, then faded when he blinked. At noon, the sky turned dark. Not storm dark but deep, ancient, like the color of burnt parchment. The water began to rise and fall, as if something massive shifted beneath it. He rushed to the shore. Boats were turning in circles, their compasses spinning wildly. And then out on the horizon, a beam of golden light pierced the water, rising straight into the sky. He knew the library was calling. Without hesitation, Cyrus boarded a small vessel and sped toward the glow. Waves crashed violently, but his path was clear. A corridor of calm water leading to the center of the light. As he reached it, the sea split open. Stone walls rose from the deep, columns etched with the same symbols that had marked his skin. The lost library of Alexandria stood before him, reborn from the water. He stepped onto the wet marble floor. No flames this time, only silence, and the scent of ancient ink. Scrolls floated in the air, each whispering softly, their voices overlapping in thousands of languages. He turned slowly, and there stood Arion again. But this time, his golden eyes were dim. "You came back," Arion said. "But you were never meant to leave." Cyrus felt his heart race. "What are you?" he asked. "I am what remains," the scribe said. "We are memory. When men forget, we sleep. When men seek, we awaken. He stepped closer. The library does not belong to time. It belongs to those who listen. Cyrus whispered, "I can hear it." "Then you are part of it now," Arion said, placing his hand on Cyrus's chest. The moment their hands touched, light burst through the chamber. Scrolls ignited in radiant gold. Columns shook, and the sea above began to tremble. Cyrus felt everything. Every voice, every story, every lost name the library had ever held, flooding into his mind. He fell to his knees. Tears streamed down his face. "So much knowledge," he whispered. "It's beautiful." Arion nodded sadly. "And heavy. That is the curse." The world began to fade. Cyrus looked up. The library dissolving back into light. The ocean returning to fill the void. When rescue divers found him the next morning, he was floating calmly near the ruins, his eyes half open, his hand still gripping his journal. Inside, the last page read only one line, written in an ancient language no one could translate. "We do not die. We remember." And when the sea was calm again, for just a moment, those who listened closely swore they could hear a whisper rising from the depths. 1,000 voices murmuring beneath the waves, like the sound of turning pages.